I'm Ruth Ann. I don't really like to cook, but I like to make things taste good for my family. I find that I enjoy cooking if I do it well. One of the basic things that you need to know to extend your cooking skills is how to make a white sauce. Today I'm going to use a thin white sauce to make a cream of tomato soup. I want to explain why I have chosen this pan. I need a pan with a good sturdy bottom that heats evenly. This is aluminum on the outside and a stainless steel inside. And you can see the shape of it. It is narrower at the bottom than it is at the top. And so I have put some butter in here, which I'm going to use to saute the celery and onion, which I have already prepared. So step one is to turn on the heat and let the butter melt. The butter has melted in this pan now, and I'm going to put in some chopped up onion and chopped up celery and saute them for just a few minutes until they're soft. This requires careful monitoring of the heat. You don't want the onion to brown, you want it to just get translucent and soft. The onion is now translucent and it looks soft, so I'm going to add the tomato to this. You may wonder why I said we're making white sauce and I'm starting out with tomato. This is the tomato part of the soup, and then the second major step will be to make the white sauce. I've combined the tomato with the celery and onion, and I'm going to let these cook together for 10 minutes with some seasonings. I've got a little salt, some thyme, some basil, and some oregano, which I'm stirring in to season our soup. Stir this in together. The tomato mixture has cooked for 10 minutes, so I'm going to take this out of the pan now, and I'm going to put it in the blender and blend this to a fine, smooth mixture. I have rinsed out the same pan, and now I'm going to make the white sauce. I've turned the heat to medium. I've measured out my 1½ tablespoons of butter because I'm using 1½ cups of milk. So I will let the butter melt. The butter has melted. Now I'm going to add 1½ tablespoons of flour, the same amount of flour as butter. The reason that you combine these two ingredients is you want the flour to thicken the soup, and the flour will mix more easily with the butter than it would if you just put the flour into the tomato mixture. So I just pour the flour in all at once as I stir it around. It mixes smoothly so there are no lumps. Now I need to put it back on the heat and let this cook until it gets rather bubbly, and let it be at that stage for about a minute. I have kept stirring while the flour and the butter heat together here, and now they're nice and bubbly. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat, and I'm going to add the milk. The milk has already been heated in the microwave. That makes them combine more easily. When you do this, you may worry at first that you're going to get some lumps, but it doesn't usually happen. Now I need to keep stirring this while the milk mixture heats to the boiling point, but just to the boiling point, not really boiling. I'm still stirring. That's really important with white sauce, that you keep stirring just so it doesn't stick to the bottom or get lumpy. Now I can begin to see steam rising as I look over here. You probably can't see it in the video, but I can see it. and I hold the spoon up and look at the sauce on the spoon, and it begins to look just a little bit thick. It takes a little practice to learn how to recognize this, but it's an important skill to learn, so keep working on it. Keep trying to get your white sauce skills honed up. So the white sauce has thickened. Whoops. So now I'm going to add the tomato that I blended until it was smooth. So here's the tomato in the white sauce, and I just stir it together until it is smooth and evenly colored, and then I put it back on the heat to heat it just to serving temperature. Again, with something with milk in it, you don't want it to boil. Well, now I'm going to take the taste test and see how it is. Here's my spoon. Hooray, I think this is a success. I hope it works for you. Happy cooking!